Always put the pin on that side with the gauge.
Yeah, so that's a good size pin for this one.
Just stick it out just a little bit.
Yeah, it should like just fit kind of thing.
Just barely stick out.
Yeah, even if it comes out like a tiny bit more, it's whatever. But so you do that, you seal this shit so that you can't shoot yourself with anything. Clean off your hose, blow out the inside to make sure that there's nothing inside blocking it, powder, anything like that.
I'll make sure the hose is cleared.
Yeah. Reattach. Well, yeah. Also check all like the edging to make sure there's like
no cracks or nothing.
Yeah.
Make sure that rubber washer's good there.
Yeah.
Because that one it doesn't.
Or no, sometimes they have them, but not always.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not enough PSI to really like blow it off. Like there's enough thread there, right? Wipe down the whole thing, and then so 6-year stickers. This one has a 6-year from 2016. That doesn't matter. As of 2020.
So that one's outdated, the top one, right?
As of 2022, this sticker has no meaning.
Okay.
This one had a hydro done in 2023, which means...
So it's still got 3 years on it then?
No. A hydro gets done every 12 years.
Okay.
And a 6-year gets done every 6 years.
So the hydro's every 6 years and the...
No, opposite. 6 years, 6 years. Hydro, 12 years.
What's the 6 years?
A 6-year is everything we just did.
Okay, that's for the top thing.
A hydro test is also everything we just did, except when you take it apart and you take all the powder out of it.
Yeah.
Then
they pressurize it.
Then we would do like a hydro test like we do with the cart ops, right?
Oh, the water one, yeah.
Yeah. Then you would let it dry and you would do everything with the top like you normally would. Then you would completely fill it up with powder.
Yeah.
And the exact same process. But it's just called a hydro test because every 12 years you have to make sure that the shell's not going to burst.
Okay. When
you do a hydro test, it'll always tell you what it gets tested to. So like on here it says tested to 600 PSI.
Okay.
So when you're hydro testing, you would crank it to whatever, because I think it's in bar on there.
Yeah.
So whatever 600 PSI is what you would
crank. But it equals to a bar.
Yeah. I think it's like 40 or 50 bar around there. Something like that. So then you take one of these silver stickers here.
Okay.
So for our Extinguisher customers, we always try to use these Atlas ones with the names on them. Yeah. You know how for the card ops we don't?
Yeah, because that one's a different one.
Yeah. This, we probably didn't even have these at this point when we did that.
Okay. 3 years ago or whatever.
Well, no, it's just last year, but we just got these ones pretty recently.
Oh, okay.
So you would keep the hydro test sticker on here because it's within 12 years.
Yeah.
If it's 12 years or older, that means the extinguisher itself needs a hydro test. So this one would stay on. This one would come off because it has no meaning to us.
Because it's past 12 years.
6 years. Past it 6 years. Then this one, we did a 6-year on it. So you would puncture the 6-year. You would puncture the year, 2025. Puncture the month, January.
Okay, where's the 12? Where's the 6-year one again? At the top?
Yeah, period. Hydro test 6-year.
Okay.
Year, month, and then the test pressure that you tested it to.
Yeah.
Or actually, I guess for a 6-year, you didn't test it to any pressure. You just did a 6-year. So you just need to put 6-year and the date.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay.
So you wouldn't put the hydro test on.
Yeah, and then you would just throw this somewhere onto the body here on the back, and then you would nicely
take that top one off.
Nicely, as much as you could, take the top one off.
Or you take. Oh yeah, I guess you can't put that one on where the top one was, could you?
Again, use your discretion. If you could hide it pretty good without it looking shitty, sure. If it's sticking out or whatever, probably not. So the hydro one would stay on. This would go on. It would be good for 6 years. Yeah. And then if you're doing a hydro test sticker, you should be probably marking the hydro test and the 6-year, because when you do a hydro, you do a 6-year at the same time.
Okay.
Which I guess, okay, probably not. Probably just do the hydro test. Then you would do the year, you do the month, and then you would do the test that you cranked it to on the hydro test. So this one got hydro tested at 600. You go 600.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So what is this one top one for again? That's
this one?
well, that's the 6-year
That's-
maintenance one.
yeah.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
not
It's
hydro
just saying if it was a 6 or a hydro.
Okay.
And you can always kind of tell, like if it's the dates usually stamped on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So that's a 2010.
Okay.
So that's why it got a 6-year in 2016.
So the 2010.
Which means it should have had a hydro in 2022, but obviously nobody got to it until 2023. Right?
Yeah, in 2010 was when it was made, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then it just goes on from there.
All right.
And anything made beyond 1984, not allowed.
Not allowed to do anything with it.
Yeah, technically it's out of date before 84.
So before 84, it's basically just scrap metal.
In their minds, yeah.
In their minds, yeah.
Like if I'm selling to like a farmer or something.
Then it doesn't matter.
I
Right?
wouldn't really care. As
No.
long as it looked half decent and they were like, I don't care.
It's in good shape and it's not rusted and all that.
Exactly. But for like a company or like corporate, industrial, anything like that, yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's...
And then